Trenbolone or Tren might help you to build your muscle mass faster than just testosterone. You will burn more fat and increase in strength than just regular testosterone. There are so many people want a quick fix when it comes to bulking or gaining strength. It's so popular when it comes to bodybuilders and powerlifters because it works like crazy. This anabolic steroid is so popular. It's preserve muscle mass, and especially, you know yourself, during cutting cycle. What I can say, it's very powerful steroid that provide sort of a quick fix you want. Just in 1 month you can see remarkable results, and wow, when it comes to gain, it does work, but I will tell you in a second. This type of steroid has a high androgen rating, and it's not for women unless you want to become masculine. In general, you have to be very careful with Trenbolone. Very careful. You probably know that IGF-1 is the growth factor hormone. IGF-1 stimulates the production of new cells, which you notice when you're exercising regularly. You eventually lose fat and gain lean muscle mass. That's right. But that's with a good diet, of course. That's what the growth hormone do. Mind you that IGF-1 does lots more than just growing muscles. Let me know if you want me to make a separate video about IGF-1 hormone. When you take Tren, it improves protein synthesis at higher rate, so the body have to work 6-7 times harder to replace damaged cells to new, stronger cells in a short period of time. Tren can increase nitrogen retention, and nitrogen is an amino acid that plays one of the major roles in building muscle tissue. This type of steroids could enhance production of red blood cells, means you will have more oxygen in each cell, which means it can reduce water retention. But then you might experience side effects like increased aggression. You might feel that everyone is annoying you, and if you laughed at the joke before, now this joke can make you angry to the point you want to punch that person who actually tell you a joke. Most steroid users that take a drug as a shortcut to become leaner, more muscular, and in general look better than they are. Many steroid users don't have the stereotypical bodybuilder physique. I saw people who don't look like a bodybuilders and they are on a Tren or other type of steroids. So when the next time you see a big guy, don't assume that that person is on a steroid. I see this a lot. Sometimes you see people when they look at the guy and thinking, wow, he have a very good physique, he must be on a steroid, he must be on a steroid. Not necessary. No, that person could be natural, he just have a good genetic, damn good genetic, that's all. So back to Tren and its side effects. The common side effects I hear that people develop acne, their blood pressure go over the roof, and the worst part is you cannot sleep. Sleep could be a big problem for you. You might experience these side effects on the 4th or 5th day, but pump effect from Tren you might notice after the first dose. The androgen Trenbolone is used to increase growth rate in cattle, and it usually can be found in soil or storm water runoff. Tren steroid could be very addictive, and some people simply cannot stop taking them. They like how they look, but they also know the behavior they have is bad. This person cannot have a normal relationship because of the number of reasons. Some of them is a paranoia of everything, or experience sudden aggression, and when they stop taking them, wow, depression and suicidal tendencies hit them very hard. Not many people want to be with a person who is 1 minute can punch you and the next minute is thinking to kill themselves or in a worst depression ever. I understand why some couples not get on when the person is on Tren, because it's completely changed person behavior. These people better to be on their own, and that's not good either. The another option, you could have a one-night stand relationship, but even then it will not work out for you, because the person who you're with will be on your nerve after 5 or 8 hours, maybe sooner. But that's what people tell me, and that's how I see that. You would think, how do I know all this? I know this from my client's friend, or sometimes people just asking me, you know what, I'm on a Tren, and is this right how I feel? How many milligrams I should take? I've been on a Tren for a certain period of time, what should I expect? And then this is right or this is wrong. That's how I know, because I speak to people who take steroids. I see these people too, not now, but I speak to them on the phone when they book the consultation. And I have some people who book the consultation just to ask about steroids and how to take and whether I would approve or not. You see, I cannot say don't take, because that's the doctor decision. Doctor have to decide whether you need the steroids or whether you don't need a steroid. So before taking any supplements, please speak to your doctor first. When you take Tren, your growth hormone is constantly too high, which means your stress level is, wow, it's so high. Your cortisol elevated at all time. So the abdominal fat you want to get rid of will not go. It will not. Because if cortisol and adrenaline is constantly elevated, this fat that you don't like will not go anywhere. It will only increase. Yes, you will increase the size, like shoulders, arm, and your legs could be big and defined. You have a good definition. But because of this stress level and lack of sleep, you will have this gut. You probably notice some big guys have a gut. Have a look. If you haven't, just when you go to the gym next time, just have a look. They would have a massive shoulders, and not many bodybuilders have a slim waist. That could be genetic, or they don't watch what they eat, how much they eat and when they eat. So you might have a good shoulders, a good chest, perfect legs, but you will have gut. But on top of this, I mean the gut, you will not be able to have a good night's sleep. And then people start taking other supplements to help them to sleep. Or, very common, people start smoking weed on regular basis. And weed does other things to our brain and health in general if you smoke regularly. There are good and bad side to it, but more bad than good side. I personally think Tren will ruin you mentally and internally. I mean your organs. Yes, you might look good, but you will feel like piece of crap. I don't know, there is other words, but I don't want to say in front of the camera. The better to describe for you, it's like having a Ferrari look outside and inside the old broken part of the car, from completely smashed car. But even then, you might not even look like a Ferrari outside, because the excess abdominal fat, yes, you probably increase in muscle size, but that abdominal fat will get bigger too, as well as shoulder, as well as legs, as well as your butt. So don't forget that. If you are on Tren, then watch what you eat. Tren doesn't do magic. Actually, none of the supplements do magic if your diet is crap. Okay, let's presume you take steroids steroids on an off basis, then you have to accept the long-term risk like liver cancer, kidney disease, high blood pressure, stroke, heart attack, tumor and cyst. Yes, all of this, and there are more. Of course, not everyone gets the side effects. Some do, some don't. It depends on their age. It depends how long they've been on a Tren or any type of steroids. It depends on lots of other factors too. What's the point? There are different enhancers out there that can give you similar results, if not better, with a minimum and maybe no side effects. Of course, you have to have a proper diet plan and training regime designed to your goal. It will benefit you mentally and physically, and you'll be able to have a good night's sleep. Plus, you probably can lose this abdominal fat, the stubborn part that you don't like, and maybe that was the point of taking Tren or other type of steroid. So you presume that if you take these type of steroids, then you'll get bigger here and your waistline will get smaller. Not always the case. Tren could give you a good size, you could increase in arms, you can have a good shoulders, you can have fantastic back, but the abdominal fat will get bigger too. So calories is so important. If you don't watch your calories, you can take as many supplements as you want, as you like, they're not gonna work, because in the end of the day, you eat too much, you get bigger. I mean fatter, that would be easier to describe. If you are addicted to Tren or other type of steroids, then it will be very hard for you to stop. But you know you can. You know you can, and you know how you're going to feel for a week or two. But then you can form a good relationship with people, with person, with circle, with triangle, wherever it is. But again, I don't know what the normal relationship for you is. You probably know yourself what's the normal relationship you want to have. See, people don't want hard way. They want quicker and easy way. But you have to pay for side effects that can ruin your life, your health, and in general, you will feel like people around you is on your nerve. They annoy you. Your aggression is too high. Again, some people don't get none of this, but that's, I don't know, maybe 1 in a million. I don't know. People who I know who take Tren and other type of steroids, I know how they feel. All sort of agitated, angry, or next minute they would call me and say, you know what, my life is going, yeah, I don't know what to do, and I don't. So they're about to burst into tears. Next minute they're thinking they are a monster, they're thinking they're Schwarzenegger, they can build anything, they can do anything, they can lift anything, and then they go to the gym and smash with the weights and sometimes get injured because they cannot control themselves. You probably saw some athletes who were in a seemingly peak condition collapsing and suddenly dying from stress steroids had put on their hearts. It's sad. And some young guys in their teen taking steroid without knowing that it can stop their growth, without knowing the side effects. They think it's, oh wow, I'm gonna get bigger quicker. But stop doing this. You simply need to stop relying on steroid as a quick fix. These young guys don't realize that some type of steroids or Tren can cause premature aging of the bone if a teen hasn't progressed fully through puberty. You can stop growing, that's simple. Another risk is injecting steroids increases the risk of contracting blood-borne diseases like HIV, AIDS, hepatitis B and C. So do you really need that? If you are taking Tren, or maybe you used to take Tren or other type of steroids, please let me know what's your side effects, how long have you been taking, and how old are you when you took the Tren or other type of steroids. If you are new to my channel, please press like and subscribe. You will learn a lot about nutrition, supplements, training. In the end of the day, I can only tell you what I know and share my knowledge with you. Also, I share with you what I see personally, how people react to Tren and other type of steroids. But now you can decide whether you want to take Tren or other type of steroids or not. Just say to yourself, do you really need Tren or other type of steroids? Why do you need them? Do you accept all the side effects and everything what I said just now? I understand the addiction to gain muscle mass quicker, but you still can do without Tren and be happy. And some build the muscle mass just looking at the weights, but others have to work their ass off in the gym and taking supplements and diet hard, and they will still not get even close to what person with a fantastic genetic get. So you have to consider too, genetic plays a massive role. Train hard, watch your diet, reach your potential genetic limit, and take some natural enhancers. Don't take serious enhancers if you are not reach your potential genetic max. If you want to know how to recognize when you're at your peak, please comment below and I will make separate video for you, so then you can see, okay, I've got to my potential limit, or I haven't, so I'll make a separate video for you. If you prep for bodybuilding competition and you know you cannot get as big as your friend without drugs, it's not the fact that your friend will win the show. Also, they might have better genetic than you, and maybe that friend know another person who have even better genetic than your friend. Sometimes I see fantastic body physique and they don't win the show, and it could be a few reasons. One of them is posing. You can have the best body composition, but if your posing is not right, and if you didn't spend enough time on posing as you spend lots of time on training and dieting, so all your hard work can be waste of time. Spend more time posing as you spend on training. The second reason I saw that the competitors are better looking than you, and there will be always one who is better looking than all of them. It's kind of like a Russian roulette. You could be lucky, you could be not. When I compete for the first time, I was concentrating on the body definition, but not paying attention to my posing. I didn't spend enough time practicing posing, so I learned from my mistake, and the next time I will do much better. I will spend good amount of time on posing, because posing is as important as a diet or training. And most importantly, look after your health, because your health is your wealth. You might not realize this now, but if something happened to you and you'll be in a hospital bed, I guarantee you that you will say, I will start eating healthy, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this. I just want to get out of this hospital, of this environment. But sadly, people get back to their old habits. Not all, but majority. They go back to their old habits. Remember, there could be no second chance. You might not even get to the hospital. So before you're taking any serious enhancers, think once, twice, 100 times before you think, wow, I just want to get bigger, I want to grow big muscle mass quicker. There is no quick fix, and you can gain muscle mass naturally. Everyone's genetic is different. One person can gain these big shoulders naturally, another person with a double work, they might get not as big as their friend. We cannot have everything. So remember that you cannot have this and that. So you have to compromise on something. Maybe you're not good at gaining muscle mass quicker, but your brain may be better than the person who have a big muscle, or vice versa. Look after yourself, look after your health. Your health is your wealth. If you like this video, please press like, and I will see you in 2 days. Bye.